Hey guys, what's up? So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing something that won't only be the focus of today's video, but also a part of every video from here on out. So you guys probably already know what it is by the title, but it's in this box right here. So let's open it up. Okay, so first off, this is a bundle. So first off, you got, see, it looks like the case. We got some other accessories, more accessories, and then here is the main thing itself, right here. Let's get this box out of the way. So in this video, I'm gonna first unbox this, and then I got a bundle, as I just said. So I'm going to be unboxing all of those things in the second half of the video. So I'm going to put up the times for when that starts and all that stuff right here. So first shows off the camera right here, the Canon PowerShot SX720 HS. And then on the back, just a little bit of information, not too much. But so let's go ahead and actually open it up now. So, to start out, obviously, you just got your owner's manual and stuff, which no one really looks through. And then here, looks like you got, it's going to be your battery charger right there. So here's your battery charger. You just put the battery in here, and it shows you when it's charging, when it's full, and all that. Then we have what seems to be the battery that normally comes with the camera. And then we got little wrist strap thing, which I probably won't end up using. And then right here, guys, we have the camera itself. So I should probably do that in the camera. So here's the camera itself. Feels like it's built with some quality materials, for sure. So to get started, this is the dial for selecting your modes that the camera's in. Then you got a video play button, I'm assuming. This looks like it's going to be your Wi-Fi button. I may be wrong on some of this stuff. Then you got some menu buttons, select buttons, and then if I'm not mistaken, yep, there we go. This is kind of a little wheel you can turn around for menus and stuff to select stuff. Then you got your info button, which just shows different things on the screen, and your menu button to actually go into the main menu. Then here on the top, you're going to have your record or shutter button, your on-off button, and then I'm not sure if this is actually the shutter button. This might just be the record and this might be the shutter. I'll figure that out in a minute. And then this is going to be your zoom button, which is actually a pretty big part of this camera because, as you can tell here, this isn't too important to me. This isn't the reason I got this camera, as it is for a lot of people, but it has 40 times optical zoom. So that's, you can be 40 times zoomed in and it's still on full 1080p video. The resolution isn't distorted by you zooming in as it is on, like, say, your smartphone or something. So let's go ahead and get this thing started up real quick. So here's your battery, just comes in this little bag. Oh, that's a feature that isn't ideal, but something that you won't notice much. It looks like you're going to have to manually lock it every time you shut this door, which I'm a little disappointed in. Most devices these days have that spring-loaded, but whatever. It's honestly not a big deal at all. Well, looks like it might not have charge. So, good thing I have an outlet right here. We'll get that charging up. So, accessory-wise, first off, what we have, let's get that out of the way, is a carrying case for your camera. So, which comes in this bag, obviously. And then, looks pretty nice. You got your little tag thing, which I'll take off in a minute. When you open it up, it looks like you got a little strap in here. Let's see, is there a dedicated, I'm assuming this is going to be a dedicated camera pocket here that you kind of slip your camera under, if you guys can see that, but I'm not too sure about that. I guess it kind of just depends on how you want your bag organized, but looks like it has some decent room in there for you to carry some accessories along with your camera. So then right here, I'm not too sure what all is in this bag. Looks like just some miscellaneous stuff. Ah, yes, here we go. So to start out, you got a extra battery for your camera, and this only comes in the bundle I got, which I will link in the description, as well as the camera by itself and the bundle by itself, provided there is a way to buy the bundle by itself, because last time I checked there was, but that could have changed. But anyway, you got a replacement battery, which is not a manufacturer battery, but I've heard all it does is the camera recognizes it's not manufacturer and it tells you that. But if you just select, like, I want to use this or whatever, I've heard that it works perfectly fine. It's just about as good as the stock battery. So then, here you got a 32 gigabyte SD card, which is definitely going to come in handy. You're going to need one of these to get started up. But then we have this little box. I'm not too sure what this is, but we'll see. It's an SD card reader. You just slip your SD card in here, and then you plug it into your computer or whatever you're plugging it into there, just in case it doesn't have a standard SD card slot. Oh, well, that's kind of nice. It's Ziploc rather than just a normal bag. Okay, here we go. So to start out, you got this little pack of SD card. It's a little SD card case that you can store 6 SD cards in. And then you have, I am actually not sure what this is. If any of you guys know, just drop it in the comments. But I'm not too sure what that is. Then moving on, you got, I didn't notice it was this small in the picture, but it's a little tripod that, oh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of like a glow stick where it kind of just bends around and stuff. Has that kind of same feel to it, honestly. And that's a nice little small tripod for if you don't want to carry like a big hefty one like the one I'm using to record right now. And then here it looks like you just got some cotton swabs, Q-tips, whatever you want to call them, a little microfiber cloth. This is just to clean your camera and stuff. And then, yes, some spray to clean your camera too, like the screen and the lens. And that was it for this bag. You got all through that. And then it looks like this is going to be the last thing, which this is one of the main reasons I went with this bundle. I really like this feature of it. So this is a bendy tripod. You guys may be familiar with it, or SpiderPod, GorillaPod, whatever you want to call it. It has a lot of different names. Just going right here where it is. Can I get it out, or no? There we go. Gosh, it doesn't want to come out. There we go. Finally, guys. Finally got it out. So anyway, what this is it's a tripod that kind of bends around, and let's see, how does this, oh, there we go. You just have to give it a little more force than you'd expect. But it's a tripod that kind of bends around and like suits your needs for whatever you are positioning your camera on. So this is going to be really nice to have. I know a lot of big YouTubers that have these, and all I've heard is good things about them, other than them kind of sliding sometimes. Like these parts aren't too strong and they'll kind of slide or like make the camera fall over or whatever. But this one actually feels pretty sturdy. So now that we're done with that, let's grab out the camera's battery here and the camera. Let's see if we have a little charge. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Starts right up. Right lens. Set the date and time. Ah, there we go. We want video for sure. Okay, so let's actually pop the SD card in real quick. I'm going to shut this camera off, and we'll try this camera out for just a couple minutes. We'll have another test video coming out next week, so keep an eye out for that with like really in-depth tests. So this is the camera that I was just recording on. Obviously, as you could tell just a minute ago, it's not the greatest camera, which is the main reason I went with this one. And also, as you guys might be able to tell, is the audio on this camera is probably a lot better. So here's the scene. I'll show you some of the stuff that we just showed off a minute ago. We got the Spider Pod, or GorillaPod as it's normally called. Is a pretty good comparison to the camera we used to use, because you just saw all this stuff right on it. And this is also the tripod that I used to use. I'll probably still use it because it's a big one, but for most stuff I could probably use like something like this now. And speaking of this, I'm actually going to go back to this camera real quick, and I'm going to set up this camera. So I'm actually going to go ahead, put this on this camera. That's about as tight as I can get it without a screwdriver. I'd need a screwdriver to get it a little better. But so there we go. Got that on the little tripod mount that comes with it. Try and bend it up as much as I can. And then we got the vlog set up, guys. Check that out. So this is probably what we're going to be vlogging for the most part with, and shooting a lot of our videos from now on with. And this is probably what our setup's going to be. Keep watch for a video that's coming out next Monday. Trevor and I are going to be doing a vlog with this camera, and then we'll also do some photo and video tests thrown in there for other types of video and photos. And so we'll be doing that next week, and then the week after, or maybe a little later, I'll do a full in-depth review on how I've grown to like the camera. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and peace out.
Nice, and it comes with a lot of stuff too.
Okay, so here's what it is, guys. It's a pretty small package, but pretty high performance. So what you get in here is you get this. And this is the really crappy plastic to trying to get into, and I thought I had a pocket knife, but I'm not sure where that is. Looks like my camera just ran out of memory.